question of who goes first by rock, paper, scissors. And obviously, Branko, you've been doing rock, paper, scissors for a long time because you came out on top. So if you could, you can start us off and tell us what song you picked for your first best song of the year so far and why.
Okay, follow up on Lee's comment. I look for lyrics in a song, and then I look for some kind of good music, either guitars or piano or pedal steel or but I'm a big lyrics person, and I know that a lot of songs today are anti-lyrics and cryptic lyrics and so forth. But if it has a good lyric, it has one good line, I'll go buy that song or download that song. The first song, the songs that I picked today are all kind of breakup songs, and they're all from the last year. And the first one was from a band called The National, which I didn't know about very much till this year. Let me tell you a little bit about them and how they work. They were formed in Cincinnati in 1999, so they've been around for a while. Their third album, Alligator, in 2005, was voted by a couple magazines as the #1 album of the year. Their fourth album, called Boxer, Paste voted as the #1 album of the year. And then this year they came out with High Violet, and the first week on Billboard it jumped to #2.
Wow.
So they definitely have a following. Let me tell you a little bit what they're like. The lead singer, Matt Berringer, has a deep, high baritone, which is unlike anything you've probably heard in rock. It doesn't seem to go with rock. The other members of the band are two sets of brothers who provide all the guitars and drums and instrumentation and so forth. The thing that's unusual about him is that the way Matt writes a song is he has a notebook and he writes phrases down. And the phrases are sometimes what he calls snapshots of things. And then he uses them in his songs. And they're very cryptic. And so that's both the attraction and what some people say is that doesn't make any sense. For instance, the first line on the song, the first song that I'm going to play today, is called Terrible Love. And it starts off, it's a terrible love and I'm walking with spiders. So what the hell does that mean? So it's either a great line or it's a terrible line. And you could spend all day trying to analyze what does I'm walking with spiders mean.
I mean, if he's on some mind-altering substances, he really might think he's walking with spiders. It may be literal, and we just don't know.
You know, I listened to this last night after you sent these to me, and I wondered if that's what he said. I didn't look up the lyrics, but I thought, walking on spiders?
Yeah. And then there's another line in the song, it takes an ocean not to break. Because he's talking about, all his songs are about depression, paranoia, breaking up with the girlfriend, and so forth. So you have to look at his songs as little snapshots. The images are cryptic. Some people call it geek music, but you got to remember this. When REM came out in 1981 with Radio Free Europe, and then their album Murmur, everybody complained about Michael Stipe that the lyrics were cryptic and that he mumbled the lyrics. Same complaints about Matt Berringer.
I got you.
So if you'll go ahead and play, and the interesting thing about it is he starts off with the songs and the lyrics and repeats a lot of the lyrics, and then the orchestration comes in, and that's what's the beauty of it. The songs are full of desperation, but then they're beautiful and joyful. So if you play Terrible Love...
The anticipation is killing me now.
Okay.
So here's The National with Terrible Love on the Sound Session Lander Radio podcast.